guys, Colin from Quatch Sport here to tell you a little bit about our 1958 DKW Schnellaster. We purchased the car in 2022 from a small dealership in Germany. Our intention was to bring it here and use it to promote the business, to show it, and that's what we've done. We've had it for 3 years. We've brought it to Carlisle when Audi was the spotlight, to Low Show, to Wolfsgart, and just enjoyed it and driven it around at the shows and shown it to people. And most of the time the questions we get are around why does it have 4 rings and is it an Audi, and so it's a really great opportunity to show people the Auto Union brand and share with them the history and talk about how it became Audi. It's been a really great thing for meeting people and sharing the story. So I'm going to walk through some of the main features and just what's cool and weird and interesting about the Schnellaster. The 3=6 was actually promoting the 2-stroke motor, telling you that why do you need 6 cylinders when you can have the similar output from 2-stroke 3-cylinder. We pop the hood. You can see that the lights are actually just covers. And when you lift the hood up, there is a rubber bumper here and a rubber bumper up on the roof. And those two go together to have the hood open. You can see the lights actually are behind the lenses. Moving around the cabin, you've got the heat down here, which opens the flaps on the outside. It doesn't seem to do very much of a difference. You get a little bit of heat no matter what, given the proximity to the motor, but you do get a slight change in heat output with that lever. You've got the hood release here, the lights here, headlights, the hazard signals, obviously the ashtray. And then interior light controls and windshield wipers. Interior light controls here and the windshield wipers here, which work. Or windshield wiper, singular. On the dash there are controls for the semaphores, or as Bring a Trailer called them, trafficators. You can see here that if you want to signal, they come out, and then go back down. There's a little delay. Of course, one of the first things you notice is the rear hinge doors. And then as you go in, you'll notice that as the description said, it's got a jump seat next to it. Originally, these Schnellasters were used as delivery vans for all kinds of businesses, and so it made sense to only have that seat there if you needed it. So in order to stow the jump seat, it just pulls down from here and then folds down. And we've got more room for stuff. This has been set up with a charging connector. So for a trickle charger, there are connectors here and an interlock for the power there. And you can't forget to mention the coat hanger to stow your outerwear. Shifting gears on the Schnellaster can be challenging at first, but once you get a hang of it, it's actually pretty easy. They are straight cut gears, so you have to be conscious of RPM and making sure it's matched relatively well. But the layout is pretty straightforward and works a lot like a regular car shifter. So first is down, and then you'll move up to get to second. And then once you're reaching, a rapid 30 miles an hour, you're going to have to go into the middle, go down a little bit, and then go up to get into third. And then, just like the diagram says, your top speed reached, you get down into fourth. It's actually quite easy once you get a hang of it, but at first it does take a little bit of learning. Reverse is a little bit different. Instead of pushing down on a knob like in some cars or pulling up a sleeve, you have to move this column upward, and then you can navigate into reverse. There is no fuel gauge, so if you want to check the fuel, you have to use the dipstick to be able to tell how much fuel you've got, and then you just stow it down there. The bed is pretty straightforward. Makes for a great tailgate for parties. There are latches, there are safety pins and latches on both sides, and once those are released, you can drop the bed, and it's got chains to support it. Chains hold it up. You put your charcuterie out on there.